torture to my fucking ears, man. This fucking pressure is just like gonna make my head explode. Oh, it's just like extreme fucking pressure on my both ears. And it just fucking hurts, man. It really fucking hurts, man. I've been another like 3 hours of torture. That torture. That type of fucking torture. It just feels like extreme fucking pressure on my fucking ears. That's what it feels. You know, torture, 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 torture. My fucking ears is going to explode, man. My ears is going to explode, man, out of this fucking torture. This extreme heavy fucking pressure on my fucking ears, man. It just fucking really, really fucking hurts, man. They just destroying my fucking ear. Destroying it. You know, somebody says before torture is made to make people comply with the demands, you know, of whoever torturing, you know. Uh, I don't know if that. I don't know if that. If that is even possible to the Norwegian police to think that I might be back to Norway. Now let me tell you something. I'm better dead. Simple as that. Simple as that. They can only have me, but on a fucking coffin. Not more than that. They can just keep torturing me. Just torture me. As much as they fucking can. Just torture me. And see how I'll end up there. You see? I'm better being in Norway in a coffin, basically. Because I know they just want to murder me. One way or another. They just don't care. One way or another. They just want to murder me. And I know that. In Norway, they might not just kill me physically, though. You know, they won't just not kill me like, you know, stab me or just shoot me or, you know, stuff like that. But they will throw me in a mental institution. That's for sure. That's for sure. They will do their best to get me into the mental institution. And once I'm in there, keep giving me drugs, you know? Drugs until I forget my own fucking name. I saw people this happens to them. And that's why I'm afraid to go to Norway. Out of what I have seen others, you know. Especially the Norwegian. I mean, you know, every fucking government on earth, like not every government, but most of the governments in Europe and the USA, Australia, Canada, you know, they do have this technology, but they are not as brutal as the Norwegians. The Norwegians are just the most brutal because, you know, they have the reputation, they have, you know, human life is not as worthy as the Norwegian police reputation. Now, just forgetting about just, you know, imagine an immigrant too, you know, is it as worthy as the Norwegian police reputation? No, it's not. To them, it's not. To me, I fuck the reputation, fuck everything. That's my own fucking life, you know? So I know why they want me back to Norway, at least. You know, to just like keep giving me drugs so that I will just forget my own name and, you know, be as good as dead, basically. Just, you know, actually, this system is designed to just eliminate activists, you know, those who do speak against the government, basically. This is just made for them, you know, this program is just, I think, primarily made for them, you know. And I keep hearing this fucking sound. It looks like a fucking bat or something. You know, I just don't know really. But I just keep. Did you guys hear that sound? It's like a fucking bat or just some fucking shit, bro. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, that's why I feel going back to Norway, even though my family is in Norway, you know. So yeah, so they just can keep torturing me. Just well, you can only get me in a coffin. That's the only way you can get me back to Norway. That's how severe the torture is, and that's how um, that's how spooked I am. Actually, I am really really spooked, really spooked. Especially when I saw what others have been through. You know, as I said, all Europe, USA, Australia, all of these countries, they do have these technologies, but they are not as brutal as the Norwegians. As I said, the Norwegians just, they just have the reputation number one. Human lives is nothing in comparison to the reputation, you know. So yeah, so no way in hell I will be back to Norway. That's for sure. You know, if the whole world is against me, I'm not going back to Norway. And that's the end of the story for me. From my own side, that's it. I'm not going back to Norway, man. So I just don't know. Actually, once I hear this news about this flight to Dubai, they just start torturing me. Once I booked this on the phone, they just start torturing me. Because they know that if I go to, you know, other country, they just cannot. They just can't do anything. They just can't do anything about it. They just have no control. Whether it's Iran or Russia, they just have no control, and they just cannot have it like that. They just can't. So what I'm expecting they will do actually during this time, that they will just keep torturing me. They will just keep torturing me heavily. Do you guys hear that fucking shit? I think it's a fucking bat, bro. I don't know if it's a fucking bat or a fucking rat. Or maybe the police in a rat or in a bat, in a bat's clothes, as they walk on the cover, the motherfuckers. Anyways, man. No, seriously though. Um, yeah. So yeah, since I got this news about the flight, they just start torturing me. So what I'm expecting basically is that they're just going to torture me heavily, these 3 upcoming weeks. They're just gonna torture me heavily to comply, to their demands, which is not going. How useless it is. It's like, somebody just keep blowing. Um, uh, I don't know. There's no example for it, But just it just, there's no point of torturing me because I'm not going back to Norway. If the whole world is against me, I'm not going back to Norway. End of the story. That's my side. They think that, oh, we will just bring him back to Norway, whatever. Oh, okay, just show me. You know, show me. But we will see, because my ears is tortured, my head hurts, my heart, they just keep torturing me, my heart too, you know. And they just targeting my ears, just like, exclusively, just really, really exclusively with this fucking heavy pressure. It's like, you have your brain being, pressured from both sides, to disorient me so fucking bad, man. It's just really, really bad. Really, 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 really bad. And I just keep hearing this fucking bat. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's a bat, man. It's a bat. It just keeps flying from one tree to another. But I just don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. But it's a bat. Keep flying around. It's up there, Yeah, so we will see what will happen. We will see.